Just call my name, Casemiro, Casemiro. Hey guys, what's going on? It's the Flying Pig here on Flying Pig United with another little video for you. Come on, get in there, my son. Manchester United have basically signed Casemiro from Real Madrid, guys, pretty much. So we're going to cover it in this video and give you all the latest news. How are you all doing today, folks? Thank you very much for joining us. Big news to get into in this video. So do us a favor at the start of this show and smash that like button. Give it a raw, filthy thumbs up. Share it around as well. We've pinned a tweet to the top of the live chat. Please do give it a retweet if you want. Get yourself in there raw with your thoughts throughout the show as well. Hello, everyone who's in here, by the way. Seth Backrow, Nas, Steve, Matt Gwinner, Ezio, Trey, Portmore Buzz, Rush Marno, Sphinx Sue, Susan Lively Sue, Daniel Dwyer, Philip Chapman, United Tactical Talk, Dizzy Red Devil, Eddie Trooper, Portmore, Paolo, Lewis, TK Leonardo, Simon, Nas, and everybody else as well. Thank you very much for joining us for the show. We've got plenty of Man United news to cover today. Smash that thumbs up button on the video, guys, and get yourself subscribed if you're new to the channel. Let us know your thoughts and opinions, of course, as we do the show, and we'll have a big Q&A at the end. Let's get into it raw then, my friends. So, Man United are basically on the cusp of announcing it themselves. Obviously, got to do a couple more things like complete medicals and this sort of stuff, paperwork. But it has been announced now by Fabrizio Romano just now before I was going live, guys. We were coming on here to announce it was done anyway. But yes, we have got the confirmation from the man himself. As you can see here, Casemiro to Man United. Here we go. Real Madrid accepted all details of the bid. Clubs preparing contracts right now. 60 million euros fee, fixed plus 10 million euros in add-ons. Casemiro full agreement on a 4-year deal, option until 2027. Look at that, guys. Obviously, medical and then visa to be sorted during the weekend. So, obviously, still not announced, not 100% done yet, but basically it's done, guys. It's basically done. Come on, my son, get in there. And before anybody says anything, I agree with what Susan Lively Sue said in the chat before. We're allowed to be happy about this signing just because of the Glazers shithouses running this football club doesn't mean we can't be happy. We finally got ourselves a proper defensive midfielder. Now, we want the Glazers shithouses out of this football club. Hopefully, Casemiro will be here for 3 or 4 or 5 years doing business for us. Hopefully, the Glazers will be here for 3 or 5 fucking weeks and they will be gone out of this football club soon. That's what we hope anyway. So, yeah, we don't know what they're doing. They're probably doing some bullshit sort of stock inflation rubbish, or who knows what the fuck they're doing. I don't care. I just want them out of the football club. That's all I know. But Casemiro coming in, look, that's a massive positive plus point, guys. Anybody who says otherwise, I disagree with, because I think, okay, he is a bit old. He's 30 now, nearly 31. But come on now. I mean, that's the prime years of a midfield, defensive midfielder, really, you know, from like 28 to 33. Somewhere around about there is their prime. So, in my opinion, we've got him in his prime. We've still got a couple of great years at the top left out of this person as well. He's going to be a fantastic addition to the really gash midfield. Like, that's the thing. This guy unlocks a lot of possibilities in the midfield just simply because of his quality and his, his tenacity. And he's going to give us a kick up the arse, hopefully, in midfield and help with leadership responsibilities in that midfield as well. Because we have lacked in that department, not just in terms of technicalities, but also in terms of the character. So I think he's somebody that's a bit of a nasty bastard that can come in and marshal that midfield and sort us out and, and protect the back line as well. So I'm really looking forward to seeing Casemiro in the United shirt, guys. But get in there, my son, it's done. But let's ask the chat, because we'd love to know what you guys think. Who's happy about this? Smash a 1 if you're really buzzing about Casemiro signing for Manchester United, or smash a 2 if you do think he's either too much money or too old or whatever, it's a panic signing. Let us know your honest thoughts. Let's have a 1 for it's awesome and a 2 for it's gash. And let's know your thoughts. Yeah, you do, Griffo chants. Absolutely. He says you do have to consider why he's leaving the European Champions to join bottom of the league. Begins with M and ends with Y. Yeah, that's right. That's very true, Griffo. You're absolutely right. I mean, it's got to be said. He's coming for a big fat payday. I don't think there's any other two ways about it. Mark Nurse is happy in United forever. J King, Last Avenger, Dean, Sonny, YouTube Jamaican, Duncan, Dan McGill doesn't want him. Must Play says not really a Ten Hag signing, is it? But if you're Ten Hag, would you pass up the opportunity of bringing in Casemiro, who does have, the 5 Champions League winners' medals and the accolades and the history and experience, but he's still quality in his prime right now? I mean, you basically be off your tits to not want Casemiro. But you're right, it doesn't really smack of a Ten Hag signing, this one, in all fairness, dude. So good comment there, good comment. Glazers out, we don't care about this signing, says Dan McGill. Okay, well, I care about this signing because Man United's midfield shite, but that doesn't stop the fact of the Glazers out. I mean, we've been crying for the Glazers to sign players all summer. Finally, they've got a really top player, and we should probably be happy about that, guys, because he's going to help our team on the pitch. Now, off the pitch, behind the scenes, it's a shambles. We want to get these owners out. That doesn't change this. As I said before, this guy could be here for many years. Hopefully, the Glazers will be only here for a short time now, and they get the fuck out of our football club. But look, I'm not bothered about us signing Casemiro, guys. I'm not like, Glaze, you know, it doesn't change anything to me, guys. It doesn't change anything to me. Hey, thank you so much there, Kid Crack, for getting in here with your super chat, man. What's going on? He says, Makelele left Madrid to Chelsea at 30. Good player. Exactly, mate. There's so many quality players. Thank you so much, Kid Crack. So many quality players in that sort of age. I don't understand it. I mean, bloody Thiago Silva went to Chelsea at 35 and won the fucking Champions League. Salah's getting on a bit, and, De Bruyne, and there's lots of players who are a little bit older. Casemiro's only 30, for Pete's sake. People are talking about him like he's some fully fledged OAP. It doesn't really add up, does it? Hey, Chuffed, what's going on, bro? He says, what do you think the impact on Fred will be given him and Casemiro Brazil's midfield? Yeah, I think it'll be fantastic for him. Definitely. I think we'll hopefully see Fred unleashed a little bit. The least defensive duties I think Fred has, the better. And I don't mean that he can't defend, because he's a good tackler, he's tenacious, he's great presser and all that. But I think he's just slightly better, more advanced up the pitch, just running around, pressing box to box, that sort of thing. So if this guy can sit behind somebody like Fred and unleash him, I think that'd be brilliant. Oh, Gungshi, thank you so much for the super chat, mate. Super chat. Gungshi, thank you so much. Everybody, let's get a cheeky little soo in there for Gungshi. He says, quick donation from my car to say, get in there, my son. Love to the piggy and the hamada. Thanks so much, Gungshi, you bloody legend. I appreciate you, man. Yeah, this is a reason to celebrate, and we've got a great player. Look, it's not all plus points, guys. Let's just be real. The Glazers shithouses, let's just not talk about them for a second. It doesn't change anything about my inclination to get these Glazer toss pots out. Hashtag Glazers out in the live chat. Rain down the green and gold, my friends, because they're scum and they need to go. But they've signed this player who is a good player. Hopefully he'll be here for years. And I've got a feeling that he's going to transform that midfield at Manchester United, because he is a quality player. What we needed since Michael Carrick left this football club is a world-class defensive midfield, world-class number 6. And that's exactly what we're getting in Casemiro. So there's a few concerns about the deal. Yeah, he's a lot of money, 70 million euros in total. It's too much money to pay. And also, is he coming for the right reasons, guys? Like, he is coming for essentially the money, isn't he? But look at this. I mean, we've got some information here. So Casemiro has communicated also to Real Madrid teammates that he's accepted Man United's bid, already saying goodbye to all of them. Casemiro and his camp are waiting for clubs to complete the agreement, then he will travel to England. So this was earlier on. This was literally 2 hours ago before Fabs tweeted this. But just a bit more background for you there. Obviously, it's now considered a done deal, here we go situation. And we've got a report here from Mohamed Bahafsi that says it's a done deal as well. So there's no doubts whatsoever in our minds that this deal is now done. It's just obviously pending medical and pending finalizations of contracts. But get in there. It's looking like we've got Casemiro. Simon Warner says McTominay's redundant now. Good shout. He can either go to the reserves or spend time on the bench. I say sell the guy for 12 mil. Honestly, I'm not bothered about McTominay. He's had his time at United and he's failed. Rushmano, thank you very much for the £10 super chat. Let's get another sue in there for Rushmano. Thanks, boss. He says, Glazers showing their full hand. The way they run our club is disgraceful. Arnautovic to Casemiro. We're coming for you. Hashtag Glazers out. We've had enough. Hey, Rushmano, love it, man. Thank you so much. Let's get hashtag Glazers out in there for Rushmano. I couldn't agree more. I mean, look, this is what is this? Is this an attempt by the Glazers to, I don't know, paper over the cracks of the fan base here to try and, I don't know, appease the fan base? I don't think one signing of Casemiro is going to do that. In all fairness, the hatred that the fan base has built up over the years for the owners of this football club, it wouldn't surprise me if even if we signed Casemiro and Anthony and De Jong and Dumfries, you know, it wouldn't surprise me if everybody still felt the same way. It doesn't make a difference if they invest in this window. We're looking at the last 17 years. So they can buy Casemiro, they can buy all these other players we've just mentioned. It would be a great window and it's great for the team and the football club, but it doesn't stop the fact we've got shit owners who we know their only true intention is to milk this club dry. So yeah, hashtag Glazers out. Thank you so much, Roshmano, for your super chat. By the way, we got 272 legends watching this stream, only 72 likes. We can do better than that, Bacon Brigade. Bacon Brigade, assemble! Hit that thumbs up button if you're just getting in here, please, folks. Drop a little like on it, and let's get this sucker to 100 likes. Also, give it a share around on social media if you want. It's at the top of the live chat on Twitter. Every little helps. And subscribe if you're new and get yourself in the live chat also. Get in there, though, dudes. I appreciate it. Thank you, Marky Nurse. Griffo Chaz has been a member of this channel for 32 months. You what? Let's get hashtag 32 in there for Griffo. That's a long time, bud. Nearly 3 years this man has been supporting this channel. Since day dot, basically, of channel memberships on this channel. What a fucking legend. Everyone, let's get a hashtag 32 in there for Griffo. He comments, so the Glazers can get deals done quick now. Well, some deals it seems. I mean, this one's been done pretty rapid, actually. You're right, Griffo. Like a few days, really. Only a few days ago we were talking about these Casemiro links. And now it's a here we go situation, done deal. So they can get the business done. In all fairness to Manchester United with the De Jong deal, right? I know there's loads of examples in the past where they've taken ages just to try and squeeze the money down, whether it's Sancho or Bruno or whoever. But in regards to De Jong, we have been working on doing this summer, and it's down to Barcelona shithousery is the main reason why I guess that didn't advance any quicker. But this deal, not really held up because Real Madrid prepared to do a deal with a player who's aging, he's not that old though, and who sort of wants to go away. He wants the challenge and he wants the money. And so therefore, he wants to, therefore it's an easy, quick deal. But I feel you. It's annoying they can't do this all the time, mate. It would be so good if we could just sign these players very quickly. Ten Hag, in his presser earlier, was asked about the deal, and he said that he said, I'm not going to answer on Casemiro. I can't tell you anything. But then it's been announced now that obviously it is a done deal. Casemiro has communicated to his teammates that he's accepted United's bid, and we know that the terms are agreed from Samuel Luckhurst reporting this morning anyway. But we knew that, yeah, he was happy with the offer from United because it's significantly more money than what he's getting at Real Madrid. And this is a bit of a cash grab from Casemiro. Let's just say it how it is. We're going to have to start calling him Casemiro from now on, guys. He's come here for the cash. That's it. He's come here for the cash, folks. I don't care what anybody says. It doesn't mean that he's not going to be a fully committed professional and boss our midfield. Doesn't mean that. He might end up being some sort of payday toss pot like Alexis Sanchez, but I doubt it. You look at the character of the man, look at the competitiveness of the man. I think he's coming, for the money, but also for a change of scenery, also for a different challenge. And he's still going to be quality for Man United, I think, because he's going to be playing week in, week out in that number 6 role. So you would hope he's going to be quality. He's still a quality player. He should transform that midfield, but he is just coming for the money, guys. He wouldn't be coming to this football club. Yeah, Casemiro, exactly. He wouldn't be coming to this football club, though, guys, if we were offering them parity with Real Madrid deal. If we were offering him a similar amount of money as what Real are offering him, he's not coming to Man United, guys. It's because we're paying him a significant amount more. Some reports say nearly double. I don't think it is anywhere near that person. I think it's probably, about 350,000 euros a week, somewhere in that sort of a region, which is huge, huge money. And it's more, significantly more than what he's getting there. Plus, the length of the contract offer from Manchester United is significant, because if you think about that, I mean, if we have a quick look at what Fab said there, again, it does say Casemiro has a full agreement on a 4-year deal. So he had a few years after his contract at Real, but with a 4-year deal and an option until 2027. I mean, this takes this guy up to these 35, and, then obviously we'll be probably looking to move him on anyway. But from his point of view, it's a very attractive contract that Manchester United have offered, because it's a few $100,000 a week. It's 5 years, essentially, could be anyway, 4 years with an option for an extra year. So it could be 5 years, this deal. So he knows he's got himself a good contract with guaranteed fat money for that period of time. So it is down to the cash, folks. It is down to the cash, but he's also a great player. And as long as he's professional and as long as he's coming in here to do a job and to work hard and do what he's done at Real Madrid, but for us, then I think it's fine, I mean, we're paying Paul Pogba that sort of money, and he was absolutely gastastic for us. There's loads of players at this club we've given ridiculous money to, Sanchez or whoever, and they didn't earn it. This guy, I think he's going to be brilliant for us. I mean, I don't know that. Maybe he's just another Sanchez-type tosser, but I doubt it. Smash a 1 if you think he's going to be awesome for Man United, though. Smash a 2 if you think he's going to be a payday tosspot merchant. Let me know what you think. Hey, Ezio Auditor, thanks for your $2 super chat, bro. He says, what if he turns out like Varane? What do you mean, Ezio Auditor? What do you mean turns out like Varane? I mean, okay, I have to say, Varane's not had the greatest of times of things at United, but I don't think it's like a case of Varane not wanting to try or, you know, not being committed to the cause. I think he is committed to the cause. I just think he's an injury-prone melt. You know, and he's constantly in and out the team. And also the rest of the team's been gash around him. Imagine partnering a human fridge in Harry Maguire. Just imagine that's your centre-back partner, my dude. Like, is that going to make it easy for you? Is that going to make it harder for you? So, I mean, look, I personally think Varane has been very committed. It's not like it's not for a lack of trying, I don't think. I just think it's the fact he has been injury prone, which is always a problem with him. And he's got gash players around him, and the team's been awful in front of him as well. And it's just been awful. So, I don't know. Primot's mostly happy with it, thinks he's going to be good. Ezio thinks no. Tenton Man's not sure. Surajit Dasgupta says yes. Days Gone says yes. Chris Koo says no, he's going to be a flop. Casemiro sorting out his retirement money, joining United, says Dino. Well, we got some comments here from Carlo Ancelotti, right? And look at this. So Carlo Ancelotti speaking earlier on today, and Ancelotti confirmed the Casemiro decision. He said, I've spoken with Casemiro. He wants to try a new challenge. We understand his decision. Negotiations are ongoing, but he's decided to leave Real Madrid. So he wants to try a new challenge. But then he went on to say this as well. I can't reply as to why Casemiro traded European champions for a struggling side. It's his personal decision. Ancelotti going in there raw, my friends, dudes. My goodness. But he's right though, isn't he? I mean, what is the reason why he's left the European champions? What is the reason? I mean, we know what the reason is, guys. It is down to money. It is down to money. So Ancelotti says, I can't reply as to why, but he knows why. It's down to the money. So Ancelotti has said it how it is there, really, folks. He can't reply as to why Casemiro traded European champions for a struggling side. It's his personal decision. On the face of it, guys, it's career suicide in a way. Coming to United right now, look, it's a fantastic club, but we've got shit owners, and we're in a bad position right now where we're literally in Europa League guff, and we're miles off of where we should be, and we are not a good-looking side right now. So it is a little bit of a risky one for Casemiro, because he's going from literally winning the Champions League to potentially being in a struggling team at United, who God knows where we're going to finish this season. So you've got to question the transfer just that little bit, folks, because it is clearly motivated mostly by the money. Yeah, Gungshi getting those money emojis in there, absolutely. Agrippa Chinhara, hey, what's going on? Says, great day for United, but Glazers out must continue. They must panic by Anthony now. Hey, good shout. Thank you so much for getting in here. Raw, my son. I appreciate you. Wow, Casemiro becomes the 10th best paid player in the world. That's a report that's just come through as well. So that's very, very interesting, guys. And so it's done, yeah. Apparently Mbappe, Messi, Neymar, Haaland, Iniesta, Oscar, Cristiano Ronaldo, Griezmann, Salah, and now Casemiro is number 10 in terms of the highest paid players in the world, receiving 18 million euros a year. That is the report we've got here from Tancredi Palmieri. Iniesta is on 25 million a year. What? What the fuck? I mean, Iniesta is an absolutely fucking brilliant player, but what? Anyway, he's getting on a bit these days. Anyway, so, yeah, got a feeling we'll get Anthony next. Well, just on that, actually, Papa Stores, yeah, there is some more reports coming out here that Ajax have offered Anthony an improved contract, but the player wants a transfer, and Man United obviously have been in discussions with Ajax the last couple of days. We, a couple of days ago, had an offer rejected, so certainly there is some reports and still big interest in Anthony. Just on Anthony, actually, this was earlier just before the show as well. Fab just reiterating that Man United are not giving up on Anthony, and that Ajax turned down a new bid, but Man United plan to try again. They feel Anthony really wants the move. So Anthony's pushing for a transfer by the sounds of it, guys. Ajax may have offered him a new deal just like they did with Jurian Timber. But it looks like Anthony is looking for a big money payday as well. But in all fairness, it's a big challenge. He's 23, you know, so 22 actually. So he's getting to he's just a young prospect still. I mean, he's obviously developed and he's burst on the scene, but he's still young, and it's a great sign in all fairness if we can pull off the Anthony deal. But he says he's been told it's not sure that Anthony starts on Sunday yet, so it's still being discussed internally. So Ajax have a game Sunday, and I think it will be quite a big indicator as to whether or not Man United are going for this guy. If Anthony doesn't start, if Anthony does not start, then you can maybe expect us to go in for for Anthony. Yeah, he's in Japan, isn't he? Yeah, I didn't realise he was getting paid that money, though. That's absolutely crazy. Retirement Home FC, says Johnster. Retirement Castle, says Conor McNabb. Not convinced on him either, 100%, says Chris Koo. Well, not for 80 million euros. So the Ajax are looking at getting 80 million euros for this guy. I don't think he's worth that amount of money, but it's not our money, is it? It's the Glazers shithouse money. Fat Chinese Gamer says, hi Piggy, how are you? Just watched a video why no one wants CR7. Oh, interesting. Yeah, well, I think it's a lot of baggage surrounding that transfer, isn't it? I mean, he's old and he's cost a lot of money. That's right. So we'll celebrate Casemiro's signing, and any additional players we get, I will do the same. We need to support our Manchester United. Yes, Glazers out, but bring players in and let's improve our team. I like your style there, to be fair, Jim Watkins. I do. Oh, also, we got another report that Hakim Ziyech is the #1 replacement target for Ajax should Anthony leave. Obviously, Ziyech having come from Ajax to the Premier League previously anyway, and he's not really found his feet too well with Chelsea in the Premier League. So there is actually a strong link with Ziyech now to Ajax should Anthony go. So things are picking up a little bit of steam, guys. Things are picking up a little bit of steam. Right, let's get back into the rest of the news, folks. We're going to have a big Q&A at the end. Smash that like on this video, guys, if you haven't done so. If you're just getting in here, drop a thumbs up. Give it a share around. Get your thoughts and opinions in here with your ratings of this transfer with Casemiro, etc., and your thoughts on the matter. But let's cover the rest of the information we got. So that's a big quote from Ancelotti that really he's saying that Casemiro is just going for the cash. We've been working on him. Obviously, we're working on various different players. But, I mean, there you go. This guy's going to be coming in very, very soon indeed. Expected that the medical will be over the weekend. It's not today, but it's expected that it'll be over the weekend sometime. And also the finalizations of the deal will take a little bit of time. But he is going to be a Manchester United player, my son. Come on. I don't see how you can't be happy about signing Casemiro. It doesn't change the Glazers out shite, guys. It doesn't change that. But we are getting the player that we've needed since Carrick left. So as far as I'm concerned, it's a massive step up. We've gone from shortbread McTominay gash up to this guy. It's an insane improvement. It really is. So, whichever way you look at it, it might seem like a lot of money, which it is. It might seem like he's coming for the cash, which he is. But also, as long as he's professional, as long as he's quality and committed and full-blooded at Manchester United, then he'll be an absolutely brilliant addition for us. So, yeah, I'm not too worried about Casemiro's performances at United. I think he'll do fine. I think he'll come in and just slot right in. He's a classy player. We're talking about one of the best defensive midfielders in the world, and one of the sort of most proven winners in recent years as well. We looked at his accolades yesterday, and over the last 7 years, it's quite ridiculous the amount of trophies that he's won. So he's a winner, and we need winners in the side, and it gives us that Real Madrid spine as well. We've got the Quasimodo spine at the moment with Harry Maguire. Esmeralda, the Bills! Looking slabby Maguire at the back there. Looking really bad spine. And then we've also got McTominay, Fred in there. These guys, terrible. So at least now what we can have is like Varane and... that's a great defender, obviously, as long as he's fit. Varane, Casemiro, and, of course, Cristiano Ronaldo up top, which is a full-on Real Madrid spine. Now, is that a bad thing? I don't think so, guys, when that Real Madrid team has been so successful, and there's just a few players there from Real Madrid, but I don't think it's really bad. I think it's a fantastic thing. The Hoop Man says, have to take the positive, Piggy. He wants to play at United, whether he's motivated for money or whatever, he wants to be here. Most important thing. Well said, Hoop Man. Yeah, and we're actually desperate for top players right now. I mean, what a surprise. It is a surprise that Casemiro wants to come. I remember when we first started talking about this a few days ago on the channel, there was a lot of people that said, nah, this is BS, bro. This isn't going to happen. But obviously it is happening. And Man United is still a massive club who can pay big wages. That's what you've got to remember. So, look, money talks, bullshit walks. This guy wants the cash, but he also is a dedicated professional, and I think that he'll come in and just give it his all. And you're right, just the fact we can get somebody of this quality is important for Man United right now, because we do have a lower standard team, a lower league standard midfield, really. And with Casemiro coming in, it could turn us into having a world-class midfield. I mean, we don't know what the intentions are of the Glazers this summer. Are they trying to keep this football club? Are they trying to sell parts of the football club or the whole football club? Are they seriously invested in this team, basically? We know the answer, guys. We know the answer. It's not the case. But what I mean is this window, will this be the last signing? We're hearing that there's talks of Anthony then, another bid maybe going in soon. We're hearing there's talks of still interest in other players. We don't even know for sure the De Jong deal might not still happen at some point in the future. But the Glazers, is this their attempt to try and just try and fix everything. It's not going to happen, guys. It's not going to happen. Hashtag Glazers out, my friends. Hashtag empty Old Trafford on Monday. Hashtag fuck the Glazers. It changes nothing. These parasites, these shithouses have ran this football club into the absolute shitter over the last few years, and it's definitely time that we took a stand and got them out. Signing Casemiro, even if they sign Mohammed Imad Bruce Lee from the fucking, from Classic 11, I wouldn't be interested. Because it's just, that doesn't change a thing. It would just be to try and make a show of it that they're trying to do something, and oh no, actually we're good owners, we're going to spend 200 mil. Bollocks to you guys. Now, I don't know if it's trying to inflate the value of the club in some way. Let's face it, when Man United are linked with a new takeover, when we're linked with signing big players, think about what happened to our stock prices last summer. Not this summer, but last summer, after we signed Cristiano Ronaldo, after we signed Rafael Varane and Jadon Sancho, and we were looking like we were going to be up on the up. Like, we finished second, Europa League final, signed those good few players. So that, if you remember, last summer the stock price went up massively. So I think the Glazers know what they're doing here, guys. They're businessmen. Whether you like them or not, and we all fucking hate them, but whether you like them or not, they're shrewd businessmen clearly, and they will milk this football club for as much as they can still. And it seems like maybe, inflating stock prices, things like that, it doesn't really mean that they've spent all that money. They might have spent 70 million on Casemiro, but how much has the value of the club gone up because of this buzz, because of this, because of this news? It's definitely gone up somewhat. So, that's a factor. That's a factor. And if we're linked to all these top quality players, and it looks like Man United are once again trying to assemble some sort of Galactico team, then of course it will increase the stock prices. So I don't know. Look, the Glazers need to set up, but right now they're here. We can't let off, guys. That's it. Just because they're signing Casemiro or some other Gash players, he's not Gash by the way, but some other players, we can't let off, folks. But certainly we can be happy about Casemiro coming in, but we've got to remember that the key thing is that the Glazers are bad for this football club, and they've owned this football club for 17 years, and they've shackled this football club and put us in the Europa League. And we know that the pattern repeats itself with their sort of ownership methods. And okay, they might spend sometimes, usually when we don't have Champions League football. So it's no surprise to me this summer if we even did spend 200 million. That's what we should have done. I mean, it's the bare minimum Man United should have done this summer. With all those players going in the summer, needing to replace them, we should have been spunking an absolute epic amount of money. So it's no surprise to me anyway. It's the bare minimum of what Man United should do this summer. Thank you, Saptac Dave, for subscribing to the channel, man. I appreciate you, dude. Get in there, dude. De Jong will be the downfall of Barcelona, says Agrippa Chinhara. PK and Busquets are owed 100 million, and De Jong wages to that. Barca are in shite. They're in big shite, aren't they? And they've got to settle that up next year, basically, regardless. So they do have to pay that. Thank you, Palmarius. Anthony pushing for the move. Yes, mate, looks good, doesn't it? I know. I mean, look, we had a bid rejected for 80 million the other day, guys. Let's ask the chat, how much money do you think we should pay for Anthony? Like, how much do you think we should go to? Because Ajax have already rejected 80 million euros, guys. So, by that reckoning, they want more than 80 million euros. And if they, by that reckoning, they want 90 million euros. So, I don't know. I don't think he's worth anywhere near that, guys. I'm going to be honest, but if we could get a quality player in, it seems like it would be feasible. We have had reports that there's an actual bid rejected, though. So that's what throws me off about this one, is that United were supposedly, I mean, David Ornstein reported it, Fabrizio reported it, that there was an 80 million euro bid tabled to Ajax a couple of days ago, and Ajax rejected. So because of that, man, we can't spend any more money than that on him. That's crazy. I mean, you could go buy De Jong for that. And, you could just go and buy like 2 different players for the squad. You could go and buy maybe Dumfries and put a little bit more towards it, and get Tielemans for not very much more than just that one player. So, yeah, I don't know about that, guys. 40 mil says Dublin Games, 90 says Susan, 68 says Big Red, 100 says Chris Smith, 85 says Rajon, 90 says Nas. FCG says give them 80 million plus Harry Maguire. No. We'd have to give them 100 million and Harry Maguire if that was the case. They would accept that 80. Anthony has not attended training today. Well, good shout, Agrippa. So this is pressure from Anthony, and he's expected that he probably won't be starting in the game on Sunday as well for them. So this is pressure from Anthony a little bit that his team's understood to be pushing for a move to United, and he wants a move to United, and he wants that reunion with Ten Hag, and he wants a big money payday as well. Let's face it, Man United will probably make him a super rich man So, yeah, I'm sure he wants to move to Manchester United as well. But Ajax hold the cards. They've got his contract, I suppose. But yeah, that's it. With pressure on from the player, if he's not going to be featuring in their team, if he's want away, maybe it wouldn't take too much more to get the deal done. Possibly some sort of add-on. So 80 million and then a cheeky little 10 million down the line after he's banged in 50 goals for us in the Prem or something like that. Yeah, so, I mean, I could see it. I could see us paying that much money, but it just seems a bit crazy. Let's just ask the chat then, guys. Smash a 1 if you think we should pay, let's say, 85, 90 million for Anthony. Smash a 1. Smash a 2. Smash a 2, sorry, if you think we should walk away from the deal and maybe spend the money elsewhere. I'm going to be fair, I'm going to be honest, I'm sort of torn on it. I'm in between. I think they are asking too much. It's silly buggers, but it's not our money. It's the Glazers shithouses' money, essentially. So fucking spend it and buy the player, get the guy in, and if we can get our man and give Ten Hag what he needs, fucking do it. But it is too much money. Cass Vandermeer says 1, Dan says 1, Chris Koo says it's too much, and Aaron Thrax. Marky Nurse says, yep. Cello Mamba as well, thinks walk away. Busy says get him. Duncan says get him. We are desperate, says Dean M. 95 million with add-ons, says Gareth United. It's crazy money, though. I mean, I know this guy's a great prospect. I know this guy's a silky player. I know this guy can score goals, create goals, and he's Brazilian. So, look, maybe we have to pay that premium because he's got such potential in the future. And he's got 7 caps for Brazil and stuff. He could be the next awesome player for Brazil over the next few years, definitely. He's just bursting on the scene over the last 18 months, really. So, in my humble opinion, yes, he has got great talents and he will be a great player for us in the future, but it's just too much money, guys. It is too much money. Good signing, Casemiro, says Gary 1992. Yes, sir. I know, you can't really grumble at that, can you? We spent too much on it, folks. It's a hugely expensive signing for Manchester United. Way more expensive than it should be, really. But that's what it takes sometimes to convince a top club to sell a player that, you know, that they don't really want to sell. Far too much. 50 million maximum, says Griffo Chaz. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, well, Fletcher on his game says Ajax want more because they think United can afford it. Yeah, well, everybody bends us over raw, don't they? And takes us for a ride in the transfer market. We paid £80 million for Harry Maguire, for Pete's sake. Ray says walk away. Oh, busy the boys says buy him. Send Rashford to PSG. He'll be injured every March, says Madhouse. Will Casemiro be ready to play against Liverpool? Doubtful, Mark Egan. So the latest we've got on that, really. You know, so as you can see, Fab said medical and then visa to be sorted during the weekend. I wouldn't rule it out, boss. I'm going to be honest, I wouldn't rule it out. It's a possibility, but it seems like it'd be a little bit soon. But let's just say he has his medical tomorrow. The finalizations of the paperwork and everything's done tomorrow. He signed on the dotted line tomorrow. It can be announced by the club tomorrow. I suppose there is a small possibility that he could play on Monday, but it seems a little bit too soon, doesn't it? He's not even going to have sort of got in and had any time to bed in or train or anything like that. So, but you know, he's been having the preseason, the start of the season with Real. He's obviously a professional. He probably is ready to just slot in. If he's fit and available, I definitely would put him in there. If he's fit and available, and we've got him. Of course, I would smash him in there because crikey, he's better than anything else we could put in there, like Shotty McShot bag or anything. So yeah, brilliant. Griffo Chaz has put a link to the thing. I'll put that on my community page, Griffo, after the stream, actually, boss. I did that with your article yesterday. Great stuff, man. Thank you so much for doing that. Hey, Millie and Electric Bear, thank you guys for subscribing to the channel. Nice one. If you guys are new to this channel, make sure you hit the subscribe, smash that like button, share it around far and wide as well. Gary, what's going on? Gary 1992, he says, hey, Pig, are you going to any games at Old Trafford this season if you get the chance, says Gary 1992. I don't know. Probably not, mate. Maybe. I mean, maybe when those Glazers shithouses are gone, bud. I was thinking about it. Hey, you know, if I can get a ticket sometime for a game, we'll see. What's much more likely, though, is for me to go to an away game like Southampton or Bournemouth or some shit like that. In all fairness, because I'm down on the South Coast. So I was looking to go to the Bournemouth game, which is I think it's near the end of the season, though, but the Bournemouth away game. So, yeah, but probably not, mate. Gary, thank you so much for your super chat there. Really appreciate you, dude. Absolute legend. Let's get a sue in there for him. 147 likes, says the Hoop Man. Thank you so much, Hoop Man. Everyone keep dropping that thumbs up. You're just getting in. Subscribe to the channel also. Big watch along for the fight tomorrow night? Probably not Madhouse, mate, but I'll be watching it, lad. Nothing has changed, says AK. Glazers out. Spot on, sir. Keep those Glazers out coming. Absolutely. Right, okay, so I've got a few more things to get into, guys, and then we'll get into the Q&A. But we've got an update. It seems that Man United prioritised signing defensive midfielder with a desire to unveil the new player before the Liverpool game. That player will be Casemiro. What a bunch of scumbag, glazer, fucking wanker, piss-poor, gash-up merchants, though. I fucking hate them, man. Listen to this. Is this what it's all about? Oh, I can't stand the Glazer shithouses, guys. Think about what they've just done there. Oh, wankers, mate. Fucking tosspots. Toss pieces, mate. Yeah. Anyway, but, think about that. So if they plan to unveil him before the game, just to bring him out like they did with Raphael Varane when they had unveiled Raphael Varane, he comes on, waves on the pitch and all that. It's like there will be a lot of fans who want to see that, right? There will be a lot of fans who want to see that. And so therefore, this is, I guess, what is this? Is this their countermeasure for this whole empty Old Trafford movement to try and, I don't know, get a few more bums on seats at the start of the match so people will look at Casemiro being unveiled? I bet it is. What a bunch of scummers. Oh, I can't stand them. Guys, let's get a hashtag Glaze out in the live chat and hashtag empty Old Trafford, in all fairness, because I don't think that shouldn't change a damn thing. You don't have to go watch this guy wave at you. Do you know what I mean? But you know that's what their plan is, folks. Oh, that's a disgrace. So he won't be playing in the Liverpool game, I very much doubt, but he'll probably be on the pitch in a suit with the unveiling, just to try and get people in the bloody stadium to watch it. Yeah, absolute scummers. Yeah, Glazers think it's the NFL. Evil pricks, says Primot. Just trying to keep their stranglehold, says Chris Koo. Hate those Glazers. Yeah, let's get a hashtag empty Old Trafford Glazers out in there. It's all a quick con to keep the seats full, says Gareth. Yeah, that's filthy, isn't it? You're right. Not going to lie, this is genius business from them, if that's the case. I think it's probably the case, Griffo. Yeah, I mean, it will have an effect, definitely. Bubbles says, will a proper CDM make Maguire more confident? It'll probably make him more confident, but will it make him any better? Probably not, because he's shite, pal. But it might make him more confident, yeah. It should help. It should definitely help Harry Maguire. We might see Harry Maguire do a little bit better, of course, with a better midfielder in front of him. However, no, I just think fundamentally he's gash as a defender. Alex Van Varick says, good signing, just need to remember what it's all about. Yes, hashtag Glazers out. Spot on, man. We only need 7 more players, says Jose Luis Coelho. Random Thing comments, Casemiro's going to win us the Europa League. Prank's only chance to get in the Champions League, right? Yeah, well, perhaps. I mean, we'll see how we get on in the league this season. Who knows? Look, if we could get Anthony, if we could get Anthony and some other really good players, we could actually probably, I don't know, we could have a challenge for top 4 this season. It's not looking good at the moment, but you just never know. But let's ask the live chat. Where do you think we're going to finish at the moment, guys? Yeah, I'm still going like 5th. Still going like 5th. Okay, so also we got a report here that Manchester United have been looking at Lisandro Martinez in a defensive midfield role after the last week, with a view to potentially playing him in that role against Liverpool. So that's interesting. So yeah, I don't think Casemiro will be in for that game, and if he's not, then maybe Martinez could be playing in that CDM role. But if we are playing Martinez in that CDM role, then I don't want Maguire in the back line. I'd rather have like Varane and Bailly or something. If we're playing Lisandro Martinez at the 6, or in a double pivot or something, then we should absolutely not have Harry Maguire in the back line. I think he's a disgrace and a nonsense. So we'll see if Ten Hag got the bollocks to drop these players. Ten Hag, sort yourself out, mate. No, I'm just joking. He's only had 2 games, but he's seriously got to sort himself out for that Liverpool game. If he's playing the likes of Gashford and Maguire and Luke Shaw, or a lot of these players who have just underperformed recently and don't deserve to be in the side, I'm gonna be pissed off, guys. It's not going to add up. He's got to make a few changes for that Liverpool game. Certainly a few changes. But we are looking at potentially playing Martinez in defensive mid. There's no update on the goalie Begovic. Apparently we are interested, though, in potentially having him as a backup, Mark Egan. But no more updates in terms of progression on that one. Get in there. Get in the bin, slabby, you giant melters, says Kung-Chi. Trashford says J King. Shaw out, says Fire Ghost Boys. Alan Stone says, what a spine, brilliant. No, oh, goodness me. I know that is an awful spine, isn't it? We have got serious issues. But if we sign the new, obviously we've got Casemiro, then we've turned into having a good spine. But for the Liverpool game, the spine could be hunchbacked. Definitely with Slabo Maguire in there. But look, the spine for United in a couple of weeks' time, or in a couple of matches' time, or in a couple of days' time, could be Varane, and it could be Lisandro Martinez, say, at centre-back. It could be, Casemiro in there with maybe Ericsson, Bruno, if he's actually playing well again, which he's not. But on paper, It sounds good, doesn't it? It sounds good on paper, but yeah. and Ronaldo up top, obviously. Casemiro's a brilliant start, said X Flames. Yeah, Casemiro and Martinez, the dogs of war. Yeah, the butchers of Manchester. The Butcher Brothers. That's what we're going to start calling them, mate. The Butcher Bros. So they're just going to be going out there snapping people, I think. It's going to be good. That's what we need. A little bit of guile, a little bit of bollocks. We haven't had that in our team for a long time, so it'll be good. Okay, so Man United players, this is a report that's come out from Mike McGrath that says that Man United players fear that friends and family attending Monday's clash with Liverpool at Old Trafford could be targeted by furious supporters. Well, I mean, why? Yeah, I mean, yeah, just go. Don't just stay at home then. You know what I mean, guys? Like, don't worry about that. What load of bollocks that is. But also, it's going to be a peaceful protest. Hopefully, I know nobody's suggesting that anybody's going to get pelted or anything, but it's going to be a peaceful protest, man. So they should just stay at home then, shouldn't they? Because it's going to get messy, it's going to get loud, and it's going to be a lot of green and gold smoke around the gaff. So stay at home then if you don't like it, Tosspots. Right. Thank you, Roshmano, for sending me all the latest updates that are coming out throughout the show, by the way. I just want to get into these latest live updates, and then we'll give you a rundown and get back into the Q&A. But Miguel Delaney reporting that Eric Ten Hag has insisted on signing a striker by September 1st, as well as a midfielder and another fullback, while he continues to bring up Frankie de Jong, though many now see Frankie de Jong signing as impossible. I think the Frankie de Jong deal's dead, guys. What do you think? Do you think it's dead or alive? Do you think it's dead or alive? Who knows? Man United's spending money at the moment. Maybe if Anthony was not feasible and they decided, hey, we want 100 mil from him, and we say, that's too much, and we walk away from the deal, and De Jong becomes, feasible because maybe Barca settle up on the OM or something. It's semi-feasible, but I would imagine it's basically dead. And plus, we've just signed Casemiro for huge money as well. So, yeah, doesn't look like it. Dead, yeah, forget De Jong, says Primot. De Gone, says Stuart. Alive, says Mark Nurse. Alive, says H.E. Ken. He's alive! I don't think it is. You can see some Prats becoming unruly and rioting, says Benjamin. Maybe. I mean, some Prats, yeah. So, was it the Liverpool game when some fans got in the stadium and, smashed up a camera and stuff? You remember that, guys? Can't quite remember what it was now. But, yeah, I mean, that's not the best message to send, guys, going and smashing stuff up. That's not the best message to send. No, peaceful protest is the best. Loud protest is the best. Loud and colourful, peaceful protest. That's the best, mate. In all fairness, that's what gets your point across the most. If you go up there smashing stuff up, that's not gonna send the right message, is it? But also, hey, Tactician Tom, what's going on? Yes, mate, Romano, here we go, 48 minutes ago. Done deal, indeed, my son. Yes, it's literally in the bottom right-hand corner, my friend. Get in there, Tactician Tom. What a great signing. Casemiro to Man United, done deal. He said, here we go. And it's done and dusted, my friends. Liam H. Thank you so much for the super chat here, Liam. He comments, sick of hearing about Martinez's height. He's classed as Liam. Yeah, fair enough. Well, but the thing is, though, is you can't get away from the actual physiological setup of the man. And he's not the tallest. So you can't get away from that. Although, if you look at his stats last season, aerial battles won, very, very high stats. He's getting up there, he's strong, he's jumping there, he's winning the headers and stuff. For Ajax in the Eredivisie. My only concern about him is that he is short, and the Premier League is a rough and ready, physical league, and there's a lot of big centre forwards, especially now with players like, Erling Haaland coming in, and Darwin Núñez, and these people, they're expected to, I would just be targeting Lisandro Martinez if I'm an opposition manager. I'd be Tony Pulis in it. Get it down the right, or the left or whatever, whip it in head height and send it forward, get across to the defender and try and fucking get it in because he's a short ass. That's what I'd be saying to him, guys. Now, whether or not he's going to prove himself to be a leaping beast and be able to tussle it with those big, tall, strong attackers remains to be seen. I think he will because he looks quality and he's done it previously in the past. And he just had one game, the last game, where just one incident there where he was done in the air by Ben Mee and he got it wrong and Ben Mee just towered over him and headed it in the back of the net, So that's what concerns me, is that you can't get away from the fact he is short. I mean, I do like my centre-backs to be a bit of a unit. You think of Rio Ferdinand, he's a unit. You think of, Vidic. They're all over 6 foot, guys. They're all 6-footers at least. So, I mean, Rio's like 6'3" probably. Vidic was like 6'2". That's a good height for a centre-back, in my opinion. Good and strong, fast, quick, big lads, but I don't like a 5'9" centre-back, just going to be honest. But there has been some great short centre-backs in history. And this guy, I'm going to give him a chance, obviously. I hope that he's going to be boss at centre-back. But just saying it how it is, it's a concern that his height is not that tall, mate. You have to say the centre-back's the only position, I think, on the pitch where it matters. It doesn't matter if you're a small centre-forward, Jermaine Defoe. It helps in some ways. You're nippy, you're nimble. Doesn't matter if you're a small left-back, Roberto Carlos. Doesn't matter if you're a small right-back, Javier Zanetti. Doesn't matter if you're a small central defensive midfielder, Kante. Doesn't matter if you're a small winger, looking whoever, can't think of one now. But, but the centre-backs, that really does matter because, let's face it, you're dealing with set pieces, you're dealing with balls in, and you'd like to have a bit of height on you. That's all I'm saying. But fair enough, though. Mikey, thanks for your super chat. He says, if Casemiro gets the shirt 21, De Jong won't be coming. Interesting, Mikey. Very interesting. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, well, I don't even care about De Jong anyway. Fuck De Jong. We've got somebody better in a way. Okay, he's older, and he's not got as much shelf life, but he's better, man. He's world-class just on the back of winning the fucking Champions League for the 5th time. This guy is a class player. Brazil's DM. He's going to help with players like Fred as well. I think that will benefit Fred, and just generally, we've got somebody who can protect the back line, sit at the number 6, spray it around, and then hopefully we'll see a little bit more from the likes of Bruno, Ericsson, these guys, because we've finally got a proper number 6. So it's really exciting. True, the big guy says size don't matter, it's what you've got. Yeah, but it does matter though. Okay, size does matter though, bud. I hate to say it, but it does. People say it doesn't matter, and it's how you use it and all that, and that's true to a degree. To a degree, that is true. But you put Floyd Mayweather in there with Tyson Fury, and it's going to turn into a leg humping contest, my friend. You know what I mean? Like, it's not. It doesn't matter how skilled. This, you know what I mean, though. Like, and just to put it into a football perspective, like if you're a 5'2" goalkeeper, then it matters. You know what I mean? It does matter. It really does matter. Guys, name a really good short goalkeeper. Who is it? Name one. Oh, George Campos. George Campos, yeah? No. Yeah. hang on. Hey, thank you so much there for your comment there, Liam H. He says, have a look at Martinez versus Haaland in the UCL. Nice. Yeah, no, fair enough. Barthez says, Jogo. Thank you for your super chat there, boss. Really appreciate that. Guys, everyone get a love heart in there for Liam H. No, I feel that, listen, last season, I've looked at a lot of videos of his defending, and he's very great in terms of the defending aerially, I agree. But the Premier League's a different animal to the Eredivisie, etc. Barthez, the Chainsmokers, is Compost Smurf. Barthez, Andy Gorham. Campos or Barthez, says Chris Barker. Yeah, fair enough. Okay, so there are some. Martin Poom says G-Wolf United. Okay, Andy Gorham says Compost Smurf. Okay, so there are some, but it's just more likely that I think at centre-back, if you've got a bit more height, it's better. Yep, the Hoop Man, great shout, he says, but Pig, Puyol was 5'9" and a beast in the air. Yep, true. And there's been great centre-backs. Baresi was a short guy, where like 5'9" or 5'10". He's one of the best centre-backs ever. There's a few. Bobby Moore. They're not huge, but okay, nowadays, though, I think it is more important to have a bit of physicality. But hey, look, that's just my opinion. I think Mr. Martinez, it's not like he's 5'2", is it? He's still 5'9". Like, he's got a few inches, down on everyone, but he can make that up with brilliant leap and awesome positioning, etc. So let's hope so. Maguire just rubs off on people and makes them play shit, says Chris Swift. Cannavaro, says Mark Nurse. Yeah, they were sweepers. Good shout, Robbie. Yeah, over back in the... Man, sweepers used to be a big thing in the 90s, didn't it? In Italian football as well. By the way, guys, we've got 336 legends tuning in for this show. Thank you, every single one of you legends and legendesses, for tuning in. We've got the Here We Go from Fab in the corner there. We're 3 likes off of 200 likes, guys. Smash that like button if you're just joining us, folks. Give us a boost up on the algorithm. Help us compete with the clickbait wankers and the charlatans and the corporation channels by smashing that like button if you enjoy this independent fan channel and this community vibe. Hit the like. Also, hit the subscribe if you're new and get yourself involved. And also, let's have a look at who's given us a retweet on Twitter. Give us a share around. It helps us out, folks. I'm just going to go and see and shout you all out. The tweet is at the top of the live chat. Give it a retweet if you want. Also, follow us up and give us a retweet, and I'll give you a follow back, dudes. But I just want to shout everyone out who's retweeted it. If you haven't retweeted it yet, please give it a share. You know it makes sense. Matty Gwynner, Transfers MUFC, Liam Ward, Haroli, United Tactical Talk, Susan Hubley, Audio Mark, Aaron Homeyard, Raj, Ads, DC84, and Benjamin Bessemer. Thank you guys so much for sharing the post on Twitter. It really helps. Thank you so much, guys. Okay. Nice one. Paul Parker. Yeah, but okay, Paul Parker. But now I want to talk about more, like established full-on centre-backs. You know what I mean? But fair enough. How much do you think United should pay Anthony should pay Anthony? Oh, Big Bay, you mean in terms of wages, right? What should we pay for Anthony? Well, if he's going for 80 or 90 million, he's going to want a lot, isn't he? He'd probably end up getting bloody 200k from our lot, knowing now in our recruitment team and everything. But what he should get is like 140 grand a week, bud. He's 22, you don't want to give these players too much too soon. That's what he should get. But look, Man United probably pay him 220k a week. 100k a week, says Mark Nurse. Nice one, Vincent Bullock. Get in there, my son. You played sweeper centre-back most of my youth, says Primont. Nice. Are you sure you weren't just sweeping up in the changing room with a broom, lad? No, I'm kidding. Dante, how's it going, you handsome bastard? Says Casemiro's a step in the right direction. Make no mistake, though, this should not turn the pressure off the Snake owners. Definitely agree with you. This shows a lack of competence and direction. More reasons to go. Yeah, true, we've panic bought in a good player in the end, but he is a panic buy. Can't pretend it's not. And also, it's a player that we've overpaid for, is aging, and is only coming for the cash. Casemiro. That's what they're all going to say, isn't it, guys? All the opposition rivals. If he has a bad game, he's going to call him Casemiro. Simple as that. But, look, I personally think that he will be good for us. I think he's a committed, competitive player, but there is a concern there that he's come for the wrong reasons. But you're right. This shouldn't stop anything in regards to the Glazers out movement or anything. We want to get these tosspots out of the club. Wade Davis is crazy to think rival fans are bad-mouthing Casemiro now that he's joining United a week ago as the best CDM in the world. I know they're always over the hill and far away. He's old as fuck. Meanwhile, players like De Bruyne, Salah, Kante, all these guys, they're still old as fuck and considered great players in the Premier League. But for this guy, for some reason, because he's 30 and Man United decided him, he's ancient. What a load of bollocks. I mean, you can still do the business as a CDM, sitting in front of the back line, spraying it around until your mid-30s, no problem at all. I mean, certainly if you look at some of the recent signings that have come to the league as well, older signings, there's lots of success stories. Like I said, Thiago Silva won the Champions League as soon as he came over from PSG to Chelsea, and he was 35. I know he's a centre-back, but still, CDM, centre-back, whatever. It's like he can still boss the midfield, protect the back line, and get us playing out from the back. That's the idea. This is what he's going to do. Yeah, Chris Koo, it writes itself. He says, after 2 games, once we infect him, it'll be Casemiro. Casemiro. It's just too easy, bud. I'm going to have to come up with a different nickname. That's just too easy, isn't it, Casemiro? Nah, I'm going to call him Casemiro. If he has a bad game, good shout. Anyway, look at Koulibaly, said Jack. Exactly, Koulibaly coming in. Man, now that's a player we should have got a few years ago. What a disgusting decision it was to go and get Slabo Maguire instead of Kalidou Koulibaly. We had a fucking double daymare there, guys. I mean, hindsight's a wonderful thing, but we should have gone and got Kalidou years ago. He bosses a midfield, says the big guy. Rushy says we got 229 likes. Simon says, love to have Casemiro on the pitch against the boring Scousers. Yeah, definitely, pal, definitely. But I don't know if that's going to quite happen, but it would be lovely, wouldn't it? Vincent says, knows about spreading it around. You can smell it for me, people, says Vincent, excuse me. Casemiro and Freddie Flintstone, says Compost Smurf. Yeah, Casemiro and Freddie Flintstone. Well, in all fairness, Fred and Casemiro could be a good partnership for us going forward. No joke. Like, Fred has got abilities. Fred is, I think, best utilised slightly higher up the pitch, box to box, running around, running back and forth like a lunatic. Because he's that sort of player. He's like he's a ball of energy. He goes out there and he just non-stop running. So I think he'd be great, but I don't like him deep because he hasn't got the ability to get us going forward properly. Like, he's good when he's just sort of running with a drive and run forward. He gets a little pop off or something. But when he's like won the ball back and he's got to get his head up and play a raking ball or a diagonal pass 70 yards, 50 yards or whatever, he bottles it, my friends. He's not got that caliber of passing ability, I don't think. So now Casemiro does. So, Casemiro will be playing the number 6 role for us, which is what we've been crying out for. It's like a quarterback role for us. So he's going to be getting the ball. He's going to be pinging it around. He's going to be getting us going. He's also going to be winning the ball back and, of course, helping out the defence and all that sort of stuff too. But he will be essentially playing quarterback for us, I think. We'll see. We might be playing like a double pivot and stuff, but I still think Casemiro will be dropping into, he'll be the more defensive. Of course, he's the defensive midfielder. So he'll be playing at number 6 and he'll be quarterbacking it for us, spreading it around. and getting play going. And I can't wait because that midfield is absolutely crap. Fire Up says 64.2k subs. What the fuck happened? Fire Up, what do you mean, bud? Yes, we're on our way to 65,000 subscribers. So, guys, if you're new, hit the subscribe button. Help us get to 65. We're not that far away now. And we've got a great community of legends in here that get in every day. And we have a lot of chat and banter about United. So if you enjoy the channel, hit the subscribe button and also smash that like on it. We're nearly at 250. Fredemiro bosses the Brazil midfield. They're the two, Fabinho and Fernandinho, watch from the bench. Exactly, yeah, Mark Nurse. That's what I'm saying, mate. Absolutely. So we've got the Dons from Brazil here. Fabinho kept out by Casemiro, absolutely. Big Bear says, how many Champions Leagues does Casemiro have? 5, mate. 5 Champions League medals. 5, mate. Yeah. Casemiro and Frankie de Jong. Well, that would be a good random thing, but it's not that likely, is it? I guess now. Johnster187 says Cash Tomini. Stephen Howe, what's going on as well, boss? Sorry if I missed any of you legends. We've got Amel in here, Compost Smurf, Mark Egan, Random Thing, Gaza, Johnster, Big Bear. Stuart Orlison, what's good? Rob Henry FC, thanks for your super chat, boss. He says, good morning, sweetie. What's going on there? Thank you so much, Rob, for getting in. Thanks for your awesome challenge last night as well. You're a legend. Let's get a love heart in there for Rob. Hope you're doing good, Rob, today, man. Thank you so much for the super chat. Yeah, that's right. Griffith Chess says quarterback in it. Sounding like a Glazer there, mate. Yeah. Well, obviously, listen, there is no quarterback position in soccer. But you know what I mean? Like, you think about what a quarterback does. They're the one who's, they get the ball, they're passing it up the pitch, they're spreading the play. And that's all I really mean. It's a bullshit Americanized version of saying a playmaker, basically, but a deep lying playmaker. That's what he's going to be playing. A defensive midfielder, but also deep lying playmaker. But I was just saying quarterback in it for fun. Thank you for that. Vincent Bullis says he has 5 more than Man City. Gets in there, my son. Casemiro, 5 more UCLs than Man City. Fucking love it, bud. Matty Gwynner, thanks for your £5 super chat, my friend. He says, Pig, what's your quick prediction for Anthony Gandhi Johnston versus Usyk 2 tomorrow night? Usyk's going to smash AJ Melt 3 rounds. Matty Gwynner, I do think Usyk's probably going to win. I'm going to go 6 rounds. I'm going to say 6 rounds. But AJ's still got a chance. People are ruling him out completely. I mean, I do think Usyk's going to win, especially based on that first fight. Usyk's just so tough and technical and stuff. But I do think that AJ's got a chance, mate. If he lands a big right hand or whatnot, he could definitely do something. So, you know, I wouldn't rule him out, but he's got a decent chance. But definitely Usyk's probably more likely to bash him in. Oh, we got a couple of nice new updates here. Thank you, Rushmano. So Eric Ten Hag's been speaking, guys, and here's some quotes from Eric Ten Hag before the game. Ten Hag says, I know the rivalry between Man United and Liverpool. We are the rivals and we have to win every game, but especially this game. Come on, United, let's smash up these Liverpool scummers. He also said a lot went wrong against Brentford, but you don't have to talk about anything when the attitude is not right. Excuse me? No, it's not difficult to motivate this team, he says. They worked really good on the training pitch from the start of the season. Okay, but it looked like it was hard to motivate these tossers in the last game. We were 4-0 down against Brentford. Eric Ten Hag on the mentality at Manchester United. He said, it starts with yourself. Follow the rules and the principles and work hard. If you do that, you'll get the confidence. And he also said, we work from game to game. We know that what is going on when you play against Liverpool, especially when you're on Man United. So, yeah, you have to be ready. Oh, feeling nervous about it, guys. And also Ten Hag on the protest. This is what he said. He said, I can only say the owners want to win. We want the fans behind the team. I'm not that long at the club. I can see all the background. We have to fight together. Oh, fucking hell. This guy's an absolute Glazer puppet, mate. He should have just said no comment, mate. Ah, fucking hell. Oh, fucking hell, guys. I don't like this. I mean, he's definitely a fucking Glazer shill, in all fairness, guys. Come on. He's just said, I can only say that owners want to win. No, they fucking don't. They don't give a toss. If they wanted to win, they would spunk massive money on big investments and sign big quality players for us. Okay, they're doing it now. They've just bought Casemiro because they can't get de Jong, and the start to the season we've had, and the fan base kicking off, and the protests lined up and everything. That's why they're doing it now. But we know they don't really want to win because look at their behaviour over the last several years. post-Fergie. It's like there's been many a window where we could have invested in, I don't know, a key player. Like Jose was crying out for a centre-back or a central midfielder. Ollie was crying out for a central midfielder. You know, they spent money on certain players. Yeah, they bought Slavi, they bought Pogba, they bought Lukaku. They've signed all these players. Gashed players, money poorly spent. But certainly to say that all they want to do is win is bollocks, in all fairness. They don't want to win. They just want to make money. They would finish 20th in the league every single season if it meant that they got more money than finishing first. I guarantee you if you said, hey, Glazers, would you want to make 100 million extra this year, but you finish 10th? Or do you want to finish first? They'd probably fucking finish 10th because they only care about the bloody money. I don't think. Oh, yeah. Hoopman says, Hard's the Thunderbird puppet with the Glazers pulling the strings. Sadly, you have to be in this job, as we've discussed it many times. I mean, just think about if he did just come out and say this. If Ten Hag was asked about the Glazers and asked about the transfer window, and he said something along the lines of, yes, the owners are not buying me players. I don't know why I sound like Louis van Gaal here, but it's unacceptable. It makes the job difficult for me. We need to buy players. Glazers need to spend money. You know, some bullshit like that. They're just going to sack him. So that's the problem. Like, that's it. Rangnick did that. He said we need 10 players, and they just fucked him off. Like, you can't do it. You have to be a yes man for the Glazers. That's the reality. That's the reality. You have to be a yes man for the Glazers if you want the job. So, you know, as much as he is a yes man, they all are. They all are yes man. You're not going to get employed in this job unless you're a complete bloody yes man. So, there you go. Ten Hag is a puppet. Ten Hag is a Glazer shill. But look, they all are. Yes, absolutely. Empty Old Trafford. Stop buying merch. The Liverpool game's a must-win for United, says Johnny M. Spot on, my son. Yeah, big time. I'm just going to move that down so we can see the chat a little bit more. But yeah, great updates there. So let's have a quick rundown of what we discussed in this video, guys. So Casemiro is set to become the 10th highest paid player in the world, which is quite exceptional, really. And we're expecting that he's going to be coming in sometime over the weekend. Could be announced as soon as tomorrow. And of course, he's got to have a medical and he's got to have the contract signing and finalizations of the paperwork. The clubs have to exchange and all that kind of thing. But once that's done, it's going to be this weekend, guys, where he's signed. There's a possibility he might be unveiled before the Liverpool game. There's also a possibility he might be starting in the Liverpool game. It's very unlikely. Let's ask the chat. Do you think he starts in the Liverpool game? Yes or no? Yes or no? Let's have a vote. I mean, it's not that unreasonable to think that he could if he gets signed tomorrow and he's here in Manchester tomorrow. I suppose it's not that unreasonable, but I don't think so. I think it'll be after for the Southampton game, guys. Brandon says no. Yet Varabi says no. Compost Smurf says no. Madhouse and Max Martinez and Zenix Flame say no. Bench says TY. I don't even think he'll be on the bench. I think what was said earlier will probably be the case. I think they'll get him in the suit. They'll say that they're going to unveil him before the game, and he'll be waving at everyone, I think, because that will get bums on seats. And the Glazers know that if they've got something like that to unveil, that it will get a lot of people inside the stadium to see their new signing. Whereas with the protest planned, I mean, I still think most of the people who were going to protest will still protest, obviously, but still it will have a small effect if they were to unveil Casemiro before the game. So I think it's just piss poor bullshit shithousery here from the Glazers, but they know what they're doing, don't they? Toss pieces. No, Miss Deadline says, Eddie, do you think Casemiro's a Ten Hag choice to Stuart Alderson? I mean, no, but it's a not great option. I mean, obviously, De Jong was the player that he wanted. He wanted Frankie De Jong. We know that. That became sort of unfeasible, and so he's had to then turn his attentions elsewhere. It looks like we were going to go try and get Rabiot for now, just to tide us over until maybe we could get De Jong. But as Barcelona kept playing silly buggers and the window kept dragging on, it's looking like we're not going to get anybody of that caliber if we're not careful. So I think we had to readdress our target and look for a different midfielder there. Maybe we could still get De Jong, but certainly I think Casemiro is a great option for us. But is it a Ten Hag signing? I mean, no, I mean, maybe. But I mean, I'm sure he's signed off on it. It's not like he's going to say, oh yeah, I don't want Casemiro, because Casemiro is a class player. But yeah, I mean, it's not as much as a Ten Hag signing as all the other signings he's made so far, or De Jong, for instance. Proper tossers, says yeah, United's real estate agent's going to be busy, says Rob. Is Casemiro the best central defensive midfielder in the world currently? I mean, yeah. Basically, I mean, he's in the argument. I mean, who else is there, folks? I mean, he's definitely in the conversation. Kimmich, Rodri, these are other good players. Yes, absolutely. But no, I'd say, yeah, he's definitely in the conversation. I think, yes, he is. I mean, he's definitely one of the best defensive midfielders in the world. That's good enough for me. We can't always be having the best, but he's definitely in the conversation of who's the best. Kimmich is great, though. Yeah, Kante, yeah, maybe getting on it. Yeah, paper mache knees. His knees are made of guff. Maybe, but yeah, Kante's been unbelievable over the years, to be fair. Yeah, great shout on Kante. Okay, but, I think he's definitely in the top three. Yeah, top three, easy, says LB. Right on. So, top three, we're getting one of the best central defensive midfielders in the world, in world football. So, you can't really argue with that guy. So, he's literally one of the best we could get. Casemiro to Man United. Yes, Cody Martin, it is done, mate. It is a done deal, bud. Kimmich is in your FIFA captain, is he, Thomas Bourne? Interesting. Thank you, Aaron. He says, smash a like for the pig. Thank you, Aaron. We're nearly at 300, guys. Keep dropping the like on it if you haven't done so. Hit the thumbs up and get yourself in there raw. Right, I'm going to give a rundown of what we said in this video, and then we're going to get into the chat for a proper Q&A. So we got the here we go from Fabrizio Romano there. Real Madrid accept all the details of the bid. Clubs are preparing contracts right now. So it's 60 million euros up front and 10 million euros in add-ons. Casemiro has a full agreement on a 4-year deal, option until 2027, medical and then visas to be sorted during the weekend. So he is expected to sign over the weekend, and he could be unveiled before the Liverpool game, though, in the Glazers shit houses, and he could well be starting in the game after that, as Southampton. But this was earlier on before the here we go. But Fab says Casemiro communicated also to Real Madrid teammates that he's accepted Man United's bid, already saying goodbye to all of them. So that's fantastic. And we got a done deal from Mohamed Bouhassi earlier, and everybody else now saying it's a done deal. We've got Casemiro, Ten Hag on the Casemiro deal. I'm not going to answer on Casemiro. Can't tell you anything. That was before his presser this afternoon. And also, I've already read that one. Terms agreed. Obviously, we know that. Yeah, it's all done. Ancelotti confirmed Casemiro's decision. So Ancelotti spoke with Casemiro, and Ancelotti said, I have spoken with him. He wants to try a new challenge. We understand his decision. Negotiations are ongoing, but he has decided to leave Real Madrid. So he said he wants to try a new challenge, but he also went on to say this when asked about, the reasons why Casemiro's gone to Manchester United. Ancelotti said, I can't reply as to why Casemiro traded European champions for a struggling side. It is his personal decision. So he's gone in there raw, and he's clearly insinuating that the only reason Casemiro's come to United is because of the money. Casemiro, but in all fairness, he's kind of right. He's kind of right, because he wouldn't be coming here if he wasn't getting a lot better money. But he is getting better money at Man United. It is a different change of scenery. He does have some, Real Madrid teammates there as well, like Varane, who we can just hang out with, and he's got that understanding relationship with already. So there's some plus points here, and it is a new challenge. And we're looking at the bigger picture, the long term. Yes, we're in the Europa League guff this season, but hopefully next season we could be in the Champions League again, and we could be a top side again. And Casemiro, if we got one of the best defensive midfielders in the world, then he's only going to help us achieve those goals, isn't he? Because he is a class act. So as long as he's committed, professional, and just as dedicated as ever like he is at Real Madrid to Manchester United, then it doesn't matter that he's just coming for the money, as long as he's good, as long as he's giving it his all. That's all I want. And I think he will be giving it his all, I think he will be, but you just never know until they're through the door. But he does seem to me like he'll be somebody that will be tenacious for us and will be competitive and combative for us, definitely. Vincent Bullock. He says, no Casemiro because he needs a visa, I've been told, says Vincent Bullock. What do you mean? I mean, he needs to get his visa sorted out this weekend. That's part of it, yeah. But what do you mean, no Casemiro? I mean, he's going to get the visa sorted out this weekend, boss, and then Man United will sign him. So there's a medical visa and things like that. Yeah, that'll get done, Vincent. Don't worry about that. But he won't be playing for the Liverpool game, no, if that's what you mean. He won't be playing in time for the Liverpool game. I very much doubt it. I think he will sign this weekend, whether it's tomorrow or Sunday. But he won't be ready to play, I don't think, in that Liverpool game. Casemiro 13 or 18, I think, says Primar. Interesting. What number is Casemiro going to get at Manchester United, guys? That's a very good question. So I wonder what's actually available at Manchester United right now. I don't know, to be honest. I'm struggling to find that information, but, yeah, well, Cavani's shirt number is free, isn't it? 21. So Vincent Bullock, yep, says 21. Anthony Incoming says Green Farmer. You can see Casemiro becoming a fan favourite pick. I can too, Gungshi, as well. You know, somebody with a bit of bollocks about him. Absolutely. So just on Anthony there, Green Farmer, there was another update we got from Fabrizio Romano earlier on as well, just shortly before the stream, that says that Manchester United are not giving up on Anthony. Ajax turned down a new bid, but Man United plan to try again. They feel Anthony really wants to move. Been told it's not sure that Anthony starts on Sunday yet. Still discussed internally. Also reports that he missed training today as well. So it looks like Anthony and his team perhaps are looking to push for a move to Manchester United. And if Man United are prepared to go and pay just a little bit more, we could probably get him. So it seems serious. It seems like we're seriously going to buy this guy. But 80 million euros already rejected. Man, oh man, they're asking for too much money. But look, like I said, if we want to get our guy and give Ten Hag what he needs, it's not our money, it's the Glazers shithouse's money, it doesn't really matter. But at the same time, that is just too much money. You know? Definitely Welsh Hunter says Casemiro's got the swagger, quality DM. Spot on, my son. So there you go. That's basically the new sort of news, guys. That's all the latest news. Manchester United have signed Casemiro. Well, we haven't, it's not obviously official yet from the club, but in terms of like the agreement in place between the two clubs and the player, that's all done. There's no problems there. The only way this deal could fall down now, I guess, is if he fails his medical. That's really the only way. He's accepted the terms of Manchester United, personal terms agreed. The clubs have agreed a fee, 60 million euros up front, 10 million euros down the line. So, yeah, it's all done, guys. It's a done deal. Just waiting for him to come to Manchester, do his medical, and sign on the dotted line. Yeah, baby! Welcome in, Casemiro. And hashtag Glazers out. It changes nothing, guys. We still want those shithouse out of a football club. Even if they sign Anthony, De Jong, Dumfries, fucking Messi, Neymar, whoever. We don't want those tosses anyway, but anyone. Even if they did do that, it's not enough. We know that their true intentions are poor at this football club. So fuck the Glazers. Yeah, get in there, Gunshi. The Glazers shit houses. That's it. They are. Given the captain's armband, says Robbie the Picked. It's our money stolen from us, pig, says Vincent Bullock. Yes, indeed. Great. Subscribe to the channel, says Rushmire. You're right, Vincent. That's it. We've put a lot of money into the football club as fans over the years. Every single season, whether it's, you know, your TV package, your fucking whatever. Some people probably have, you got an MUTV subscription, whatever it may be, your match tickets, etc., season tickets. It's a lot of money that the fans put into United. So you're right. It is only our money, really, that they're bloody spending. We know that they don't put their own money into this football club. When's the last time you heard, like, the Glazers have injected 300 million into the club or some bollocks like that? It never happens, guys. And also, they still got us in all that debt, 500 million debt, guys. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable what they're allowed to get away with. Anthony or two fullbacks, pig. Well, I don't think we need two fullbacks. I think we do need a right back, but we just got Malacia. I think he could be, got to give him a chance. But I would say I would probably rather a midfielder and a right back, another midfielder and a right back instead of Anthony. Just being honest. Like if it was possible to buy Tielemans, we keep talking about it, but if it was possible to get him and buy Dumfries or, it's just a good right back as well, then I'd probably rather that than going to buy Anthony, to be fair. We are light in the right wing area, but we've got Jadon Sancho there. Looked a bit guff in the last game, but hoping he comes good. We've also got, we've only got Pellistri and Amad Diallo. We spent 40 mil on Amad Diallo, for fuck's sake, but those guys probably going out on loan, so they're obviously not ready, not good enough for Manchester United right now. So, yeah, Anthony is kind of needed. He is kind of needed. We do need a right wing, but maybe it makes more sense to go for a player like Gakpo, who's literally like half the money, but still got Eredivisie Player of the Year last season. He's literally half the money, and his statistics are fantastic, and he's young as well, same sort of age, Dutch vibes. And then go and get a right back as well. So I'd rather Gakpo and Dumfries, or I'd rather Tielemans and Dumfries than I would just Anthony, to be honest, guys. What about you guys? What would you rather? Would you rather two players instead of Anthony, or do you think Anthony's the guy to get right now? Need a top centre-back ASAP, says Primot. Slabby testimonial when nobody turns up, says Duncan Belitho. Right, let's have a big Q&A, folks. Q&A time. Smash that like button. Help us get to 300 likes. We're only 9 likes away from 300. Hit the like on it. Hit the subscribe if you want to chat. And get yourself in there raw with your thoughts and opinions, everybody. Now's the time for a big Q&A. We're going to stick around for 10 minutes and see what you legends got to say for yourselves. Two players, says Ezio. Anthony and Gakpo, says Mr. Hawk. Okay, but that's too much money. I mean, you can't loan Anthony, though. No, we're not going to loan him, I guess. We need 5, says Chris Koo. Gakpo and Dumfries, says Okwonga. Get both since money's suddenly available. Yeah, fair enough, Mr. Hawk. I suppose if they're willing to spend 80 and then 50 and 40 again. We could get 3 new players in. Anthony and Gakpo, says Jimmo. Anthony all days on fire, says Chris Chatfield. 3 players instead of Anthony, says Madhouse. Anthony De Jong, Dumfries, says Mark Nurse. Sushi comments, we just can't build up with Dallo and Shaw in this system, says Sushi. Oh, Shaw's got to be dropped, and Dallo is decent, I think, but he's at least he's young, but he's only decent. I don't think he's ever going to be world class. I don't think he's ever been good enough. He's defensively crap as well. Why aren't any other of the big clubs linked with Anthony, says Big Bear? I guess it's the money, man. It's a crazy amount of money that's putting a lot of these big clubs off, I think. But then again, there wasn't really anybody linked with him when we thought he could be available for around 50. So it's a good point, Big Bear. But no, he looks a really class player, in all fairness, Anthony. I would like to get him in the squad, especially if Ten Hag approves of him or wants him as well, because we want to do what we can to give Ten Hag the tools to do what he wants to do. And we know that he wants to try and get United winning and playing that lovely attacking football again like Ajax were. Well, we need to give him the parts of the puzzle to be able to complete it, don't we? Who do you think we'll get next? It's written. I think we'll probably. We probably will get Anthony. We probably will get Anthony, mate. I mean, it seems like we're working on him. We've already gone in for a bid. Fabrizio Romano said as much, that we're still working on him. Look, where is it? Yep, look at this. United are not giving up on Anthony. Ajax turned down a new bid, but United plan to try again. So we know that we are trying again there for Anthony at some point, more than likely. More than likely. G-Wolf United, what's going on, my friend? He says, I take Anthony, Dumfries, Gakpo, and James Ward-Prowse and Pulisic on loan all day long. Yeah, me too. I'd take all those players too, but I agree. Ward-Prowse, yeah, smashing those free kicks in there. Listen, I would take all of those players. Why not? Why not? It improves us. We need bodies in here. We need improvements. We need players. So I agree with you, pal. Why wouldn't we? Let me just scroll to the bottom of the chat, guys, and move this down a little bit. I'll move that down in fact, I'll put that up there and just make it small, guys, for anybody who wants to see that coming in. Okay, let's get into the live chat. I'm down at the bottom now. Vincent Butter says, Pig, am I right? Not usually, Vincent. Big Bear says Anthony and Casemiro would be a nice duo of signings. Couldn't do any better realistically. Yeah, absolutely. Big money spent as well, like big investment there. Doesn't change anything, but it is a couple of real high-profile big signings. Get Anthony over the line, says Daniel Lees. Dumfries and Diaby, that'd be nice bowling goalie, yeah. Ward-Prowse and Dumfries, says Chris Parker. Classical Gashing says £65 million for Anthony right now, with 15 to 20 in add-ons for the next 2 seasons. Has to be done. Sounds like a mad amount of money, but okay, fair enough. Phil Jones' lifetime contract imminent, says Alex Flames. Let's go, FIFA Don. Come on. We can't be gambling at 80 mil player again. I feel you on that one. Look at the track record of the recent players we spent that sort of money on. Lukaku, Maguire, Pogba. You're absolutely right. None of them have worked out. But I think this will be different. I think Anthony's only 22. He's got his future to prove himself. What we don't want to do is give him too much too soon, though. Like, you think if a player's moving for 80 mil, regardless of their age, and he's in the Brazil team, he's going to be getting big money. I wouldn't be surprised if he gets paid 220, 250 grand a week, knowing our crap club. But there's no way he should get that amount of money because he's got to prove himself first at United, in my opinion. But then again, you know, he's obviously going to move for a big money move. Next signing, Sir Jim Ratcliffe. Oh, Danish, that'd be the best thing ever, yeah. Lion face, lemon face. Steve says, as soon as Jim Ratcliffe comes in, the stadium will get built and the training facilities will be upgraded. Absolutely, G with United. I couldn't agree more, bud. We're crying out for improvements, crying out for investments in all areas. And hopefully if he does come in, that's exactly what would happen. That's what we need at this football club, is to have proper investment in all areas. Yes, Rob, next year we'll be cheering Maguire's replacement. Jota at Celtic, he'll be class winger, says Big Red. Dutch media, De Jong still priority for United, says Cas van der Meer. Okay, interesting. Well, look, the De Jong deal still has a possibility because, well, they've treated him awfully there. If it becomes that they've settled up and he's available to actually buy in a quick fashion, we might go in again. Get Anthony now, says Ramsay. Stephen Howe says, we need a right wing with more physical than Anthony. Yes, absolutely, Stephen Howe. But he says, I don't know about that, to be honest, Stephen. Imagine he struggles in the Premier League. Look how Bruno struggled right now. I mean, you want physicality, but no, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I mean, if you actually look at him, I don't think he's a bitch or anything. You know what I mean? Like, if you look at him, he rides a tackle. He's got that Brazilian sort of diving type looking, looks like he's been shot when he goes down type thing. But other than that, like, he's actually super skilled and the ability to take on a man is all there. So do you want your winger to be some big hench unit anyway? Not really. You want your winger to be nimble and quick and nippy and just be able to, like, you know, with those mazy runs and those, you know, come on, I don't think he has to be hench, mate. I don't think he has to be hench, bro. Gakpo's a unit, says LB. Yeah, fair enough. ZX Flame says physical winger isn't needed. Like, everyone likes a physical winger, but you know, it's not needed, is it? I'd rather have a skillful winger, a quality winger, you know, a winger with vision, a winger with dribbling ability, you know, that sort of stuff, rather than just a bit of a unit. You know? We need a setup man. Exactly, Robbie. Yeah, so you look at Anthony's stats last season, guys. Very impressive. A lot of assists, a lot of goals in a Ten Hag team. That's pretty good. That sounds pretty good to me. 6 foot tall says, how do you rate the incoming Casemiro effects after the game time for the youngsters' growth? Well, it won't be good for youngsters, obviously, like Ghana or you know, Iqbal and those guys, I suppose, necessarily, or anybody that would be playing anywhere in the midfield, because even if, like, the DM position is now filled with Casemiro, it just means that there's still more competition for all the other positions in the centre of midfield and CAM roles. So it means that a lot of those youth players are not going to get a lot of game time. But look, we need somebody quality now. Yes, okay, we want to develop the youth, and I think we should absolutely do that this season. But we need somebody in that position. It's the most important position in the team for Man United because it's the weakest position for us. We got it strengthened, and it's the position in the team that controls the game largely, the midfield. So we wanted him. He's going to help us no end, and we'll see what the effect of Casemiro is. But I think he'll have a big positive effect. Random person, thank you for subscribing to the channel, bro. Send Rashford to PSG. Okay, would you keep or sell Rashford, folks? Bearing in mind we might be buying Anthony. Would you keep or sell Rashi? It's a good question. Oh, crap. By the way, we hit 300 likes. Baby, we did it. Break out the red panties. It's red panty night. Thank you, everyone, for hitting that thumbs up, guys. We're on 311 now. 446 legends watching. Guys, if you're new to the channel, smash that subscribe. We'll be on here later on today with all the latest Man United news as well. Where there may well be some more movement in terms of Anthony, or when there's details in regards to Casemiro's medical and finalizations. All that sort of stuff we will be keeping up to date. So make sure you subscribe and click the little bell icon. Sell, says Mark Nurse. Keep, says Last Avenger. MFO says sell. Sell, says Robbie the Pict. It's time to go, says Malps. Keep, says Jimmo. Sell, says Duncan. Keep, says Jackadak. Sell, says Ezio. Sell, says Iceman. Hey, have a good one, Rob MUFC. Thanks for watching, pal. Is that a euphemism? Cass says sell. Sell, says Dave. Keep, but last chance saloon for him this season, says Primot. Sell, he can go, says FIFA Don. Yeah, Griffo says keep, we have zero depth. This is how I feel as well. So my opinion is he is crap and he needs to be dropped from the team. But we are crying out for wingers. We don't have, you're right, Griffo, right? We need the depth. And plus also, we've had some good seasons from him. He's Manc born and bred, all the rest of it. Like, let's give him a chance this season under Ten Hag. New era, new manager. He's had a bad start, but hopefully he can dust himself off and get back on the horse and be quality again. So I will give him this chance this season, or not even this season. I'll give him a chance until January. And then if he's shit, see you later on, son. Rams Tomo, thanks for your super chat, boss. He says, can we still go and get De Jong? We can't be satisfied with just one midfielder. Hashtag sell Rashford. Fair play to you, bud. Hey, we got a new Patreon, man. Thank you so much, Letamule Mike McCarty, for becoming a patron, mate. Thank you so much for becoming a Patreon there. Shout out to you, Letamule. Appreciate you, bud. Thank you so much. I've just seen the email notification pop up. Legend, man. Thank you so much for supporting on the Patreon. Rams Tomo, we can still go for De Jong, but if Barcelona are prepared to pay what they owe him and let him go. I don't know what's going on there. They seemingly want to force him out of the team, but they don't want to settle up what they owe him. They're even suggesting that the contracts that he agreed previously are unlawful and stuff. Like, they don't want to pay him, so I honestly don't know. If they pay him, then he's settled up, then he can go. But right now, that's being held up by them owing him shitloads of cash, and he wants to get paid. Griffo says, Ronaldo, Martial, Anthony, Sancho, and Rashford is a good forward depth. I don't think Anthony joins, says Griffo Chaz. Interesting. Let's ask the chat about Anthony. Do you think Anthony signs this window, yes or no? It's a large amount of money. That might be the only put-off. Unless Ajax are prepared to play ball a little bit and accept 80 mil, Anthony is pushing away for a move. I think it happens. I'm going to be honest. I do think it happens before the end of the window because it's huge money. Ajax, look, they're a selling club. They stand to make a fortune out of this Anthony deal. Why don't they want to do it? They could just go and sign a good young player and produce another great talent. That's what they do. So I think they would. I think they'll do it, but It's just whether or not they are asking for too much. If they end up asking for a ridiculous amount, which they already are, but if they end up just pricing themselves out of the market, then they're not going to get we're not going to get the guy in. But with Antony now hopefully pushing for a move, if he doesn't play on Sunday, that'll be a big indicator as well. And therefore, it increases the likelihood that they go, you know what, fuck it, let's get this player who wants away gone. 80 mil is pretty awesome. Give us a few percent in add-ons or whatever, and we'll call it a day. Maybe so. Lots of yeses coming in, but a few people say no. Dave says no. Duncan says no. Zaki Iqbal says no. And Ricardo says no. Maddow says no. Robbie says no. Joker says no. Everyone else says yes. Griffo says, I want him, but no more than £55 million at the maximum. I don't see it happening. It's a great comment there, Griffo, to be fair, because he is overpriced. Way too much money, says Master Yoda. We will do it, Pig. We'll get Anthony, says Jim Watkins. They don't want to sell, says Caceres. The abhorrent green kits make me nauseous. Oh, they're horrible, aren't they, Primot? We're not paying 80 mil for him, says Compost Smurf. And well, no, well, for a start, it's euros as well. So that is 80 million euros is like 65 million pounds or whatnot. So it has to be, it sounds a lot more than it actually is in some ways. I mean, it doesn't because it's still a fortune, but because we're talking about in euros, you've got to, it's 65 million quid basically. Pig, what do you reckon on De Jong? Is it dead, says Malps? I think it's dead, bud, but you never know. It's still a possibility. Diaby's better than Gakpo, possible. Anthony 2 says Jack Attack. Yeah, I rate Diaby, to be fair. French vibes. Anthony is worth it, says Brooke Solomon. We will get Anthony, says Jim Watkins. They want 100 million euros. Yeah, it's just crazy money. They can't expect to get anything like that. Oh, what's this? Oh, holy shit. What's this? There's a new report here coming out anyway that suggests that Man United have made a new €85 million bid for Antony and expect Ajax to accept it. There are achievable add-ons on top of the fee. You fucking what, bud? Holy shit. That's just... we'll see if anybody else reports that soon, but that's interesting. Apparently United made a new €85 million bid. It may just be some paper talk online, but let's just wait and see what materialises there. Borussia Dortmund chief has now addressed the speculation surrounding Cristiano Ronaldo as well. So this is interesting. So Hans-Joachim Watzke, the chief exec there at Dortmund, has addressed Ronaldo. We got some quotes from him. He says, I love him as a player. It's certainly a charming idea to see Cristiano Ronaldo play at the Signal Iduna Park, said the CEO. But there is no contact at all between the parties involved. And so from now on, you should stop talking about it. Interesting, guys. So we heard that link with Dortmund the other day. They can provide Champions League football. He will score a lot of goals in the Bundesliga. Interesting one. Don't know about that. But he said, there is no FDJ update. No, Chris Ryan. That's pretty much dead. 85 mil. What the hell, says Zaki? Too much money. Let's go, says MFO. Come on, Anthony, says Matty Gwinnett. Stephen House is 8,500 now. Well, yeah, apparently 85 mil. And that's a report that's coming. Wait until we get a report by like Fab or someone, though. But this is reported online. Yes, where is the source? Let's have a look. Okay, so MUFC MPB on Twitter, good reputable Twitter page reporting via Soccer News Netherlands that Manchester United have made a new €85 million bid for Antony and expect Ajax to accept it. So take it with a pinch of salt, guys, but it could be the case. Slabhead will get the hairdryer from Casemiro, says Agrippa. Hell yeah. Winston Smith says we're going to win the league. I don't know about that, but hopefully next season. Ronaldo already said he's not leaving. Why people still pushing for this narrative, says Jogo. Did he say that? I don't think he did say that. I thought he said all shall be revealed in a couple of weeks and he'll do an interview or something. Did he say that he's not leaving? I don't know about that. I do think he stays, though. Anthony to get the number 11 at United, says Agrippa. You would not mind Anthony leaving. I'm just scared United will ruin him. Oh, nice one, Rico. We probably will. Let the Glazers panic spend to try and save themselves. Things, at least we've got Ten Hag here, so that should help him. Ajax won't budge on the price, but Anthony wants it badly. He's told the representative, says Classical Gashings. We need to see a front three of Anthony, Martial, and Anthony Elanga. Anthony, Martial, and Anthony Elanga at least once in this lifetime. The three Anthonys. Oh my, you mean sorry, we'd have to call them Ant, Anthony, and Tony. That's the only way to do it. Ant, Anthony, and Tony. No, nice one. Mitchell Winbergen says Martinez into midfield, Maguire out. Malacia in, Wan-Bissaka in, Garnacho in, Marcio in, Ronaldo out. Interesting, Mitchell. I agree with all of that apart from really Ronaldo out. But I agree with all the rest of what you said there. We can't have Slabhead captain in Casemiro, says Agrippa. Definitely not, no. Murtaugh signs Casemiro, gives him a £1 release clause. Imagine he's stupid enough. Well, this is... I don't know about that, Andy. They're still on now. People don't understand how good it is. Imagine if they made an error on the contract on the release clause. It's supposed to be 100 million. And it's actually just like 10 million. And then he goes and signs for somebody else tomorrow. The free Ant Migo, says Gungshi. Yes, mate. Whenever there's gash-tastic football, we'll be there. You know. Dumb and Dumberer, says 10-ton man. Harsh. Okay, right, guys. One more little update that's just come in here, and then we're going to get back in the Q&A for a sec. Man United will attempt to land 2 forwards, apparently, if Ronaldo leaves the club. This is from Mike McGrath. Ronaldo's departure is still likely, but I don't know if it is that likely, in all fairness, guys. I don't think it is. Right, let's read a bunch more comments out. Oh, shit, we've been on here for an hour and a half. You what? Let's read a few comments out, guys. See what you legends are saying. Jim Watkins says, ant, and ant again. Hang on a minute, pig. Which ant? Too many ants in the pantry, definitely. Ants in your pants. It's weird. We never used to lose much big games when Wan-Bissaka was played, says Zeno Rose. Right, yeah. I know. Well, I think it was because Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's style was more of a lower... deeper line and a counter-attacking setup, which benefits a defensive-minded player like Wan-Bissaka, I suppose. Whereas now, if we're playing a bit higher up and you've got to be bombing forward and overlapping and getting lots of balls in, it may be, yeah, he's not the best going forward. That has to be said. He's not the best going forward, guys. Your thoughts on Mbappe Neymar beef, says Kingface? Couldn't give a toss, to be honest. I think it's funny. You know what? Mbappe, though, what a spoiled little brat. Did you see that clip the other day, guys? Smash a one if you saw it, where Mbappe's like waiting for the pass. He's waiting for a pass from his teammate, and it doesn't come. And instead, and the team still, PSG is still advancing up the pitch, and instead of attacking the box or getting forward, he just stops. He just goes, oh, fuck you, not passing me the football, and just stops. And the attack carries on, and he's just stood there like a lemon. What an absolute twat. You know what I mean? I'm sorry to say, this guy's way too big for his boots, mate. Honestly. I couldn't believe that when I saw that. I was like, oh, what a fucking bad mentality that is. Literally, okay, his teammate didn't pass his teammate, but he just gives up. He actually, and the way the play goes on, he could have got into the box and had a chance, you know. Look at idiot. He walks away. Yeah, I see that, says Rushmano. Yeah, that's bad, isn't it? That is bad. Mbappe is God, says Ezio. Mbappe's a PSG director of football, says Superstar. I guess he could do what he wants. Glazers out, says Batman Night fan. Damn right. Sounds like Neymar Part 2, says Gangshi. Yeah. That's why Mbappe won't be on the level of Messi and Ronaldo. Totally agree, Blaze. Totally agree. Mbappe coming to United, says Ali Efran. Watermelon, says LB. Mbappe will never be great. Remained in the Farmer League and is a gash crybaby. Yeah, well, there you go. That's it. Ian Jowett think the Casa deal is decent, but Anthony for 80 more would be a steal, in my opinion. The guy's a proper skiller. Left foot on the right, then whipped in balls for CR7. Yeah, great shout, Ian Jowett. I mean, I'd love it. I'd love it. I mean, it's not, I don't care about the money, really. I just want to sign the player. Nice. Rushmoney says we've got 340 likes. Everyone smash that like button if you haven't done so. Drop a like on us. Help us get to 350. Mbappe size 5, says Casales. Oh, new update here from Fabrizio Romano's just come out as well. Not just Aubameyang Chelsea deal. Talks are progressing well also from Memphis Depay to Juventus. New direct contacts are ongoing for both negotiations. He also says that Barca want to register Koundé as soon as possible. Then focus on Marcus Alonso and a new right back. Are they taking a piss? Mate, what's going on with De Jong? I want to know if the De Jong deal is still a feasible possibility. Matty Gwinnett, thank you for the £2 super chat. Says United should sign Mbappe. Knock him down a peg. Oh, Matty Gwinnett, thank you so much. Well, before he signed a ridiculous deal at PSG, if we were able to bring him in, I would have said, let's be having you. But he's just on crazy money there, mate. And he's also got a bit of a gash attitude, I think. But he is clearly a fantastic player. I think he's an amazing player, isn't he? Barca stringing everyone along, says Compost Smurf. United are back in. Get in Casemiro, says William Reedy. Big Fred fan. I have lots of Fred merchandise. I'll fair one, Simon Gold. Well, you'll be loving Casemiro coming in then, that Brazilian vibe in midfield. Did Barca not want one of our right backs? That's a good question. I know, that's a good question, isn't it? Any news? I think maybe Dallo was linked. Any news on Sir Jim? Not really anything new there, Batman Night fan, to be fair. Sancho on the left, Anthony on the right, and either Ericsson or Bruno in the middle, says Kamikaze. Why do people make fun of farmers that feed us, as Kingface? Nobody makes fun of farmers that feed us. We just make fun of the fact that it's not a top professional caliber league over there in the French league, and it's a bit of a farmers league, bud. Oh, thank you, G. Wolfster. Smash the like button. Thank you, Wolfster. Mbappe for new United owner, says Chris Ryan. Yeah, we can't afford Mbappe in all first. Why could we not spend the money on a hungry younger player that actually wants to come to United in Anthony? Yep, great shout. He says Cass is a baller, yet, but our front... Well, I think we're getting both, maybe, Brocky. We'll see. Maybe. I mean, it looks like they're trying to get Anthony. But no, Casemiro brings that experience. He brings that quality. You need a mixture, I think. You do need youth for exuberance and player with something to prove, but also experience in a wily dog there in midfield just to boss that midfield for us and have an instant impact is also great. Barca can have Wan-Bissaka, says Alex Flames. Hey, what's going on there, Berber? How you doing, my son? Casemiro's in, my son. Get in there. Brazilian midfield, Casemiro and Fred, says Mr. Hawklands. Oh, thank you, Young Smokes, says your watch-alongs are mad funny. Much love. Thank you, Young Smokes, pal. Appreciate that one. Berber says, I'm a farmer. The league sucks, says Berber. They're kicking a fucking tumbleweed round. Savic and Casemiro, will this be a good back to support the front five? I mean, yes, 6 foot tall, but we haven't got Savic yet, or even heavily linked with him, but certainly Casemiro. But yes, Savic would be a great signing too. Who would support Arsenal United? Get back to glory days, says Neat. Ownership level stuff move very slowly. Might as well enjoy the ride until the Ratcliffe stuff gathers momentum. Exactly, Superstar, yeah. It's not going to happen overnight, that is it. We just got to hope that they buy in the players we need to help the team on the pitch in the short term and that the new owners come and buy the club soon enough. Yeah, Eric Rosso, it's a done deal, bud. What's his wages? So, reported 18 million euros a year, breaks down as 357,000 euros a week, bud. Casemiro to United, here we go. Real Madrid accepted all details of the bid. Clubs preparing contracts right now. 60 million euro fee, 10 million euro add-ons. Casemiro has full agreement on a 4-year deal. Option until 2027. Medical and then a visa to be sorted during the weekend. So, yeah, that's it. That's the deal done, my friends. That is the deal done. So if you just got in here and want to know that the deal is, it is done. Man United have reached full agreement with Barca, full agreement with the player, just waiting for medical and signing contracts, exchanging contracts, etc. Sativa Breeder says, talk here in Spain is Casemiro wages at United are 400,000 a week. Interesting. Well, yeah, I mean, the report I've seen says that he's on 18 million euros a year, which I divided that by 52, and it said, I think it said 357,000 euros. A week. So, you know, it might be a little bit more with add-ons or bonuses and things like that. It actually might be, yeah. Madrid will probably get Bellingham now, says Compost Smurf. Oh, if only we could have got something like that as well, like a real great young one. We're buying Real Madrid legend, says William Reedy. Yeah. Right, guys. Okay, so we're going to wrap this video up, everybody. That's the end of the show. It's a great, great news day for us because we signed Casemiro. Still, it doesn't change anything, guys. Hashtag Glazers out. Get those green and gold emojis in there to end on the hashtag Glazers out. And hashtag empty Old Trafford on Monday as well, guys. Protest, make your voice heard. And let's put some pressure on these Glazer shithouses to sell the football club. Because even if they do buy Anthony and De Jong and Casemiro and everybody else they've signed this summer, it doesn't change a damn thing for me. They're parasites. They're a cancer at this football club. And they need to be sacked off, my friends. So, yeah. Thank you all for watching, everybody. You're a bunch of legends. Please do come back after this video's finished. It doesn't have to stop there. Please come back after it's finished. Get your thoughts and opinions in the not live comment section afterwards. I'll try and respond to those later. And also, you can keep the debate going with all the Bacon Brigade legends. So please do come back after the show and comment with your thoughts and opinions. Sorry if I missed any of your comments there, guys. But shout out to everybody in the live chat. Blaze Twix, Eric Rosso, 0 Degrees, Jim Watkins, Mr. Hawklands, Rush Marno, Griffo Chaz, Superstar, G-Wolf United, Luis Velez, Gungshi, Primot, United Tactical Talk, Dizzy Red Devil, Big Red. Thank you, Keith Divley and Mohammed Jalil for subscribing to the channel, guys. Rush Marno, of course. Thanks for all the updates, as always, Rushy. The Hoop Man, Legend Man, have a great day. Compost Smurf, Madhouse, United Tactical Talk, Master Yoda, Superstar, Aaron, Primot, couple of the mod legends. Thanks for moderating the chat as always, guys. Eddie Trooper, Mark Nurse, Dizzy Red Devil, some member legends there. MFO, Chris Koo, Jim Watkins, Palmaris, Okwonga Morris, Griffo Chaz. Oh yes, let's have a look at this, guys. Everyone, please do us a favor and click the link at the top of the live chat. Griffo Chaz, the mod there, you can see he's put Casemiro set to sign. That's a link to our website, guys. Please do smash that link, read the article from Griffo, drop a like on it over there, and also just click the link and give it a read, guys. It's only going to take you a minute and it helps out our website. So please do that. There's Griffo Chaz's article. Thank you, Griffo. The Hoop Man, Malps as well. Queens of the Stone Age Freak, Glazers out. Mr. Hawklands, Rushy, Brocky, Kingface, Chris Koo, Chris Parker, Living Rent Free in your Head, Chris Ryan, Jim Watkins, The Hoop Man, Miz, Rory, Kai Hansen, Rushy, and everybody else. Thank you so much, Griffo, for tuning in, guys. You're a bunch of legends. Have a great day. Casemiro, my friends. Just call my name. Just call my name. Casemiro. Just call my name, just call my name. Casemiro. Casemiro. Get in there, my son. We have got him. He's ours. Glazers out though, guys. Doesn't change a damn thing. Let's end on some Glazers outs, guys. But I'm loving it. Casemiro hopefully come in, replace that Scott McTominay pretender, and actually give us a good midfield all of a sudden overnight. Come on! Strides are being made with the start 11, and hopefully strides are being made with the new owners buying out those shithouse Glazers at some point soon. Much love, guys. Thanks for tuning in. That's the end of the show. Drop a like, hit the subscribe before you go. Follow us on social media at Flying Pig United on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, and Twitch. Check out the website that's pinned to the top of the live chat, unitedflyinghigh.com. Click that link, read the article, and have a great day, folks. That's it from me. Stay classy. Have a good one. And come on, United, sort your bloody lives out. And remember, when the sea goes, follow the trawler. It's gone down the wrong hole. I just inhaled it. This is because they think sardines will be thrown into the sea. Thank you very much. Sue!